Hello, welcome to the Ages and Stages questionnaire submission tutorial. Today I'm going to share how to submit the Ages and Stages questionnaire through the Early Learning Coalition of Seminole's website. First, go to www.seminole.earlylearning.org and you will see our homepage. You will go to the Provider tab, and then in the drop-down you will go to Child Screenings, which will bring you to the Ages and Stages questionnaire screening types. The first option is if you are completing both the ASQ3 and the ASQ SE2 questionnaires, or you can complete the screening separately. If you are only completing the ASQ3 questionnaire, you are going to go to the second option, or if you are only completing the ASQ SE2 questionnaire, you would go to the third option. For today, we are going to go to I'm completing the ASQ3 questionnaire. This will bring you to the Family Access page and a brief description of the Ages and Stages questionnaire and ask you to input the child's birth date and how many weeks premature the child was. The first field is the child's birth date. Notice that the format is in the year, month, and then day. I find it easiest to use the drop-down calendar to enter the child's birth date. For today, I'm going to be inputting March 12th, 2018. Go to March 12th. And then because this child was not premature, I'm going to put 0 here. And then next, you're going to choose a screening date option. Because I would like to print out the ASQ questionnaire for today to complete with the child, I'm going to click on I am screening my child today, and then click Submit. This will bring you to a page where you can print out the recommended questionnaire. And then after you print out the questionnaire and you complete the questionnaire with the child, you are going to return to the Seminole Early Learning Coalition's website to submit the results. So we're going to go back to the Providers tab and then Child Screenings one more time. And then I'm completing the ASQ3 questionnaire one more time. And then again, you're going to put in the child's date of birth. This was March 12th, and the child was 0 weeks premature. This time, instead of putting in the screening date option that you're screening your child today, we are going to go to I screen my child, and I'm entering in the responses to a previous screening. And you have the option of putting the screening date here. For this child, I did the screening a few days ago, so I'm going to put a couple of days ago on here. Let's go to August. Let's go to July 31st, and then click Submit. And then we're going to enter your results. Now we are ready to enter the results for the child. We have the child's information on this page as well as the parent or center's information. So in these fields, we are going to fill out the information for the child. I'm going to put the child's first name and then the child's last name. And then if you are a provider or a center, you can put your center's address in these fields if you don't have the child's address, or if you're a parent, you can put the parent's information here. I'm going to put the center's information here. And then you're going to put the child's gender and the child's phone number. We can also put the center's phone number here. And then in the child care provider name, you're going to put your child's center, the center that the child belongs to. And then these fields are for the coalition and are not required for you to fill out. And then in the next information fields, you're going to put your information of the person who is completing the ASQ questionnaire with the child. So it's going to be your name, your last name, and then relationship to the child. There is a drop down menu over here. I'm going to put teacher because I'm the teacher that completed this. Then I'm once again going to put my center's information here. If you are a parent, you can put your home address in these fields. And then phone number once again. And then the last field, you're going to enter your email address. Nope. And then hit next. Next is going to bring you to the Ages and Stages questionnaire page where you are going to enter your responses. In here, you're going to see all of the areas that you had completed with the child: communication, gross motor, fine motor, problem solving, personal social, and overall. As you go through the questionnaire, you will see some areas that have boxes to input some information where you can either give an example or put an extra response in. So I'm going to go through some of these with you. For today, I'm just going to move quickly through it. So for example, this one asks if your child can make any sentences that are 3 or 4 words long. Please give an example. So here you would type in your example. I'm going to put, I like my dog. And then we're going to move on. Click the arrow button to move next. And then we get into gross motor. And then I would make sure that you are looking at the questionnaire while you are putting in your responses to make sure that they match up. And then this is fine motor. Problem solving. And here you can see there's another field box within the question, and this is asking if the figure, if the child knows, makes a remark that's something similar. For here, I'm just going to put, that's my daddy. And then we get into personal social. And then the last area after this is an overall. And in the overall section, you will see text boxes where you can put your information. If you think your child hears well or talks well, if you have a response that is a no, you can put an explanation here. For this child, I do not have any concerns. And when you get to the last page, it is going to ask you if you are okay with all of your answers. If you need to alter them, you can't go back once you hit submit. So I would just look through it and make sure that everything is correct before you hit OK. And if everything is correct, you're going to hit OK. And then you're going to come to a page to let you know that everything has been completed. This concludes today's tutorial on completing and submitting the Ages and Stages questionnaire through the Early Learning Coalition of Seminole's website. If you have any questions regarding the Ages and Stages questionnaires, please reach out to the Early Learning Coalition of Seminole, and we would be happy to assist you.